What's going on, everybody? Finally, great to be back on the road. Been a bit of a break. I got a load. Well, first things first. I started, taping this morning when I left the yard, and I thought I plugged the mic in, but it wasn't in all the way, so it was just enough to make the GoPro think that there's a mic, so to speak, but it wasn't completely connected, so it wasn't recording any voice. So there's 15 minutes of me just blabbering, and there's nothing, which I don't think is a bad thing as long as it picked up the truck noise, but whatever, it is what it is. I am actually at the pickup, getting a few boxes of something, going down to Richmond, Kentucky. Pays alright for the amount of miles that it is. I am going to try to make it down there. Hopefully I can get down there without having to get fuel. Found a fuel. So I use Mudflap for my fuel, and you link your account, whatever the case is, to it. It gives you a code. You take the code inside, and that's how you pay them, and you can get some decent discounts. I do have a fuel card as well. It does work pretty much everywhere. The only thing with that is it's not the greatest program, at least the fuel card that we have. Where with Mudflap, I feel like I can get a little bit more discount. But there's a place that I can get fuel for $2.89, which is substantially cheaper than anywhere out here in Michigan. We're running, $3.40, $3.50. So try to make it down there, which I think I should be able to. I've already done about 800 miles with this particular fill up, so I think I can get another 400 miles out of it, no problem. But anyway, hopefully I can. If not, I'll stop and get a few gallons somewhere just to make it down there, and then I'll top off down there. But load delivers tomorrow morning. What I'm probably going to end up doing too as well is it looks like the weather's going to be okay for the next few days, and the truck needs a bath anyway, so I'm going to stop at the Blue Beacon over there in Beaver Dam, Ohio, and get the truck and trailer washed and cleaned up a little bit. Like I said, I got plenty of time, and then go on about to Richmond, Kentucky. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to call the receiver as soon as I leave out of here. They close at 5. And if I can make it down there before that, and if they'll unload me tonight, then I'll just straight through it, go over there. It's only a 5.5 hour drive, 6 hour drive, so and do that. But we'll see how that plays out, though. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to unload me or not, but if they are going to be able to unload me, then I'm just going to run straight through there and forget about the truck wash. But if not, then I'll stop in and get the truck and trailer washed. So a quick update on the air filters that I installed, the high performance Fleet Air. They work pretty decent. You could definitely tell that there is more flow available simply by just, maybe I'm completely wrong on this one, and please let me know in the comments below if my theory is wrong, but the turbo now is much louder, so I'm guessing because of there's so much more flow and less restriction. Obviously the other ones were dirty, but and the turbo is up that high. We'll see if it makes any difference on fuel consumption this trip. If that's the case, I'll let you guys know either way. If there is going to be a difference, it's not going to be much. I don't think so, but hey, I don't mind being proven wrong, especially when it's for the better anyway. Other than that, it's pretty much it. I'm going to try to, I got a couple of weekends that the wife and I have things that we got going, but I'm going to try to plan every weekend from now on to just get the W9 ready and done and over with. I got quite a bit of it done. You guys saw that in the last video. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch that video. And you know, we're kind of putzing along, but I still got the left side tanks to do. Still got the air ride kit, the front air ride kit that I still have to install. Which those are going to be the two things that are going to take the most time on the outside anyway, and then I'll move on to the inside and start doing that. But like I said, it's chugging along, maybe a little bit slower than I wanted to, but I'm a pain in the ass, and I know it. But you know, as I'm going through, I'm finding little things here and there, and you know, in my head is always the fact that, hey, let me just take care of it now, because everything is there and open, versus, you know, putting everything together and then, you know, down the line is going to need to be changed. Maybe, maybe not, who knows. But so I'm constantly doing something as I'm going along. But other than that, not much stuff going on. Veronica, my wife, is you know, knock on wood, thank God, she's doing okay with the pregnancy. She's, you know, got to stay away from certain foods that kind of make her a little queasy, but for the most part, she's doing good. She's got an appointment here soon, and we'll find out what the gender of the baby is and all that good stuff. So give me a minute, I just got to get my paperwork. Could hear how much louder the turbo whistle is because of the filters, and that's what I was talking about earlier. we are, next day. I got in yesterday, early evening. Checked in with these guys first thing in the morning, and they had me put my truck in the dock, and they're working on it. I just took a walk. It's up a ways, but you know, I took my morning walk back and forth a few times, and I saw the trailer was kind of moving. I couldn't really see how far they had gotten, but it's supposed to be a full load, about 43,000 some change. But it's not horrible. So, but anyway, I already did all my paperwork and stuff. But what I also do is, just to make things easier for me, so how I do this is just a good old-fashioned planner that I keep my stuff in. It makes it easier for me to verify stuff when it comes time to getting paid. So what I typically do is I go by the day that I picked up the load. So I put the name of the business where I'm picking it up, the city of where I'm picking it up, and then the name of the business where I'm dropping off and the city of where I'm dropping it off. And then I'll put a quick note on there as far as who the broker was, and then the price right below that, and then if there's any fuel for that particular date, I'll already put that on there. So I think this is my paperwork. How you doing, brother? Thank you. Go get the trailer. So just a quick tip to you guys, for a load that's kind of like this, I'll jump up here, where there's clearly higher volume of stuff up front than in the back. Now I don't know if they're lighter or heavier, but like these look like insulator cups, those, they're trash bags, so they're going to be various sizes, and it's going to be kind of hard to judge. So if this load was all even, all you would have to do is put the tandems directly underneath the last pallet and you'd be okay for weight. This one's a little trickier than that because of all the imbalance. So the weight is just forward of the last beam there. Which is about here, but I'm going to leave the tandems right where they are right now because of that imbalance. I may actually have to slide them forward a little bit. So what I'm going to do is, now I got to be in level ground, and I'm not quite in level ground here, so I'm just going to pull up to the street. And then I'm just going to judge it by my trusty old gauge here. Another quick tug test. Everything's good. To do this here in the middle of the street because of all the stuff that's going on here, but it's not busy. It's only going to take a few seconds, so I'm going to stop right over here. It's relatively right at the top of it where it's level. I'm not having to, you know, touch the brakes for the truck to stay in place. And in this particular truck, I know that just where the side of the needle here is just touching the outside of that zero, I'm at 34,000 pounds. So right now I'm actually pretty close. I'd be comfortable to run with this because I know this particular truck. But if you didn't, that would be, you know, close enough to get you to where you needed to go to a truck stop, and then just make sure you're, you know, you're good on the weight. So for me, this is good. I am going to go a little bit forward, pull over to the side real quick, and update my log so I can put it on drive, or yeah, driving time. Over here at Kroger trying to unload it, it is a mess. So you got trucks on the street completely blocking both lanes of direction, including the shoulders. This thing wraps all the way around, and then it goes around and around the whole parking lot. There's got to be every bit of 100 trucks out here in this little, you know, alleyway. They have the serpentine they got going around the building. God forbid if there's an emergency here with the way things are, these guys are screwed. I don't know. Been here so many times, I don't know how they can't come up with maybe a little bit, you know, easier system than this mess. I guess it is what it is. I'm probably like 4th or 5th in line to actually go check in with the receiving office, and they'll tell me what dock to get into. Now, because I moved this from Kroger distribution to Kroger distribution, I don't think there's a lumper fee on this one, but I'll find out exactly when I get there. If there's no lumper fee, it's easy peasy. I just, you know, get in the dock, get the red light, they'll start unloading, get the green light, and off I go. They sign the paperwork right here, so we'll see how that goes. But man, what a mess! And these guys are fighting who's going to get in there before who. Got in there, I'm going to drop the trailer off real quick. I'll drop off the truck. I'll have my owner come pick me up so I can come back to the yard and get my pickup. I'll keep you guys updated on what's going to happen with this thing. I'm going to try to, with the auxiliary shift, I'm going to try to fix it. If not, screw it. No shit. The other shifter that I had on this, I kind of allocated that for the W9, so I might just go and, you know, buy another one. They're like 60 bucks, whatever the case is, and put it on this. At this point, it is what it is. Anyway, as always, thank you so much for your support. If you're new to the channel, like what you see, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one.